Russians living in the U.S., clearly recruited by the Kremlin, have been surveilling homes and families of Special Forces operators outside Fort Liberty. The FBI had not opened a counterintelligence investigation. A mysterious shooting in North Carolina north of Fort Liberty, formerly Fort Bragg, not far from where some of America's most elite U.S. Special Operations Forces live and train, is under investigation by the Army Criminal Investigation Division as well as local police. The shooting in Carthage, North Carolina, occurred May 3rd at 8:15 p.m., following a phone call about a suspected trespasser near a Special Forces soldier's property. 2 Chechen men who spoke broken English were found near the soldier's home. The family alleges the suspected intruder, 35-year-old Ramzan Darev of Chicago, was taking photos of their children. When confronted near a power line in a wooded part of the property, an altercation ensued, and Darev was shot several times at close range. A second man, Jankatov Adsalan, was in a vehicle some distance from the incident and was questioned by authorities and then released. The Moore County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation. The FBI told Fox News, "Our law enforcement partners at the Moore County Sheriff's Office contacted the FBI after a shooting death in Carthage. A special agent met with investigators and provided a linguist to assist with a language barrier for interviews." Well, we have a new level of awkwardness. A mercenary from Africa raped a Russian occupier in the Kharkiv region. Hello? I ask anonymously. I am a soldier of a motorized rifle brigade, which is currently performing combat missions in the Kharkov region. I thought for a long time whether it was worth writing about this at all, but finally decided to do it. In general, I don't know how to say this correctly. I was raped. This happened a week ago. We were already in the NWO zone. Africans were sent with us. We immediately realized that these motherfuckers could not be trusted. They don't speak Russian, they constantly stay aloof, and it's not clear what's on their minds. One day it happened that I was resting after my shift, and other guys from my department went on a mission. These freaks remained on duty. At night I woke up with a terrible headache. I saw several negritos nearby who were holding my arms and legs, and one was hitting me on the head with a rifle butt. Then I lost consciousness. I'm embarrassed to talk about the details, but when I woke up, I realized from some signs that something irreparable had happened. The worst thing is that I can't tell anyone about this, and these nits walk around and laugh in my face. I feel like this could end up being Soch, or I'll just shoot these bastards point blank. I don't know which of these will be better. Tell me, what should I do? Well, we have a few ideas, right, guys? A powerful fire occurred in a warehouse with gas cylinders in Podolsk near Moscow. Some city residents claimed that they heard an explosion before this.
Туда попасть, это вот...
Russia. Up to 60 young Muscovites were reportedly grabbed off of the streets of Moscow during the day and press-ganged into the military. Conscripts include those with exemptions from mobilization for conditions like asthma. Parents claim kidnapping and are chasing the buses.
Давайте, открывайте, нарушайте закон. Поехали. Так, сейчас мы вступим за ними.
Номер автобуса А107X А107
Заказной. Время, да? То есть как бы... Это называется «Ночью никого никуда не перевозят». Если кому-то очень сильно надо, время.
The total decline of Lavrov is near. A visibly extinguished, tired old man is scrapping the bottom of the barrel. Lavrov was asked to comment on Mike Johnson's statement about the use of US-supplied weapons to strike Russia. They said for a long time that they were not supporting it. They also said they did not allow it and advised Ukraine against using it. But in fact, they are waging war against us. American weapons have already been used to strike various targets outside the conflict zone. Washington is trying to make reassuring statements for the local public or for NATO members to pretend the decision has not yet been made. It is a trick. We are certain that American and other Western-supplied weapons are being used to strike targets on Russian territory, primarily civilian infrastructure and residential areas. They are responsible for what these weapons have done, he replied, apparently with very little conviction.
Они там очень долго говорили о том, что они не поощряют, потом говорили, что не разрешают, потом опять советуют не применять, но на самом деле они ведут войну против нас, и американское оружие уже использовалось по самым разным объектам за пределами зоны конфликта. Поэтому то, что американцы пытаются для своего общественного мнения или для членов НАТО какие-то успокоительные заявления делать или показывать, что решение еще не принято, это все, по-моему, уловки. И мы исходим из того, что американское и другое западное оружие наносит удары по целям на российской территории, прежде всего гражданской инфраструктуре и по жилым кварталам. Так что это на их совести.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.